Hi everyone, so I'm coming in here quick tonight just to give you some of my tips and tricks on meal prepping. Um, so of course I wanted to actually be meal prepping while I was doing this video, but our water pump froze, so we're just gonna give out some tips for now, and then I'll get this done later. So I usually do this on Mondays, but since my baby shower was this weekend and everything was so crazy, my weekend completely got away from me and I did not get grocery shopping and stuff done yesterday. So I went to the grocery store today. Some of the really helpful things that I do when I'm meal prepping is actually buying some of like the riced vegetables and stuff like that frozen so that I can easily just toss them in the microwave or toss them on the stove and throw them into my meals because I hate vegetables. And it's the easiest way to get my vegetables in. So give me 1 second. Let me show you two of the things that I normally buy. Alright, sorry about that. But one of my favorites is rice cauliflower. Come in these bags, you microwave them, they're ready in no time at all. And honestly, you can toss this into anything and you won't even notice it's there. So when I really don't want to get my vegetables in, I'll honestly make rice and I'll do half rice and half cauliflower rice, and you don't even realize the cauliflower rice is in there. Otherwise, if you're really feeling your vegetables that day, just replace rice with cauliflower rice, and depending on how you cook it, sometimes you can't even tell the difference anyways. They also sell cauliflower mashed potatoes. So it's mashed cauliflower, so it's the texture and everything of mashed potatoes, but it's cauliflower, so instead of the carbs and the starches, it's actually a vegetable. And that's super helpful for me too. Another thing that I picked up today were these buffalo flavored cauliflower bites. So they're kind of like chicken wings, but they're made out of cauliflower. Again, I need to do anything I can to get my vegetables in because I hate vegetables. And then I guess my final biggest way to get my vegetables in is using them in place of my noodles. So I'll do zoodles or I will do spaghetti squash. Seriously, zoodles are so easy. This time of year I don't love doing it just because zucchini is so expensive at the grocery store. But when zucchini's in season, first of all, I'm a farmer, so it's you know, at my back door. Or it's so readily available at the farmer's market for really cheap. So all you do for the zoodles, you have your zucchini and you have a zoodler, and it's this little, I don't know if I have it right here or not. Of course I don't, so I'm not sure exactly where I put it. Guess I gotta find that before I make my dinners for this week. But you seriously just spin the zucchini and it turns it into noodles. You can saute it up with whatever you want to cook it with, and you can use it in place of your spaghetti, and you can get this huge bowl of spaghetti for like 60 calories as opposed to, 360 that you would have if you were using real spaghetti. And you're replacing a carb with a vegetable, which, again, very challenging for me. I love my carbs, so I'll do anything I can to make sure that I can replace my carbs with a vegetable. So those are just some of my tips and tricks to get veggies into your meals. One of my favorite things that I found too is ground chicken. I use this for meatballs. I use it for chili. I use it in my pasta for like meat sauce. So I'll do zoodles and a tomato sauce cooked, and I'll saute the zoodles down with the ground chicken and then add in my spaghetti sauce. And then, honestly, you could use a light Alfredo sauce too if you're really feeling like you want like a cheesy or an Alfredo dish. And it's super, super way healthier than the pasta alternative. So one of my favorites to always have on hand is the ground chicken as well. And I'll pop these in the freezer too if I'm not using them on time. And you just take them out, thaw them, and you always have some nice proteins on hand. So what I do before I do my grocery shopping and before I prepare my meals for the week is I actually have a meal planner and I fill it out. So what I have here is each of my meals that I'm going to have every day. So I need a snack every day. I can't just have my 3 meals and go on with life. I need to have snacks. I love food. So I actually have breakfast followed by a snack, lunch followed by a snack, and dinner followed by a snack. So my meals tend to be a little bit smaller, but I'm still getting the right amount of each food group into each of my meals. And it's really easy to do that because I know every day how many servings of each food group I need to have. And what's even easier is, ignore my baby bump, but these nice containers that measure all of my food out for me. So I have my fruits, my vegetables, my proteins, my carbs, my healthy fats, my nuts and oils, and then nuts and seeds. I'm sorry, and then you use a teaspoon to measure out your oils and your nut butters. And so I know, so everybody, depending on your body weight, your activity level, obviously if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, that kind of stuff, it will depend on how many of each container that you get to eat a day. But it's all laid out for you, and you choose, and once you know what category you fall into, you just measure out those containers, and that's what you eat in a day, and life is good. And actually, they just are coming out with a new launch of this program, which is like new and improved, and I actually cannot wait to get my hands on it because this has seriously changed the way I eat. And these containers, they look really, really small, but you would not believe how much food you get in a day. Especially now, I'm actually up a bracket since I'm pregnant and in my 3rd trimester. And I have a hard time getting all my food in a day. So when I plan my meals, all I do is I start from breakfast, and I'm a kind of person that can eat the same thing multiple days in a row. So I tend to keep my breakfast, my morning snack, my lunch, and my afternoon snack the same throughout the week, just because it simplifies it. I have to cook a lot less food. I have a lot less food waste, and my meal prep is a lot quicker. And I prepare all this stuff ahead of time. Because that's the stuff that I'm grabbing on the go, I'm taking to work. But then dinner and snack for each evening, I actually mix that up. That gives me the variety that I'm looking for. And I prepare dinner fresh every single night. I make sure that I have the stuff I need in the fridge for dinners, but I prepare it fresh so it's not cold. I'm not eating a cold dinner. Dinner is hot and prepared fresh every day. So I do that out, and as I fill out each of my meals, I just check the box for each of the containers that I'm using in each meal. So like for my breakfast this week, I'm doing raspberries with oatmeal. So that is a yellow container for the oatmeal and a purple container for the raspberries. And then I have Greek yogurt, which is a red container. So when I write down my breakfast, I mark off a red container, a yellow container, and a purple container. And I just do that throughout the day, so then at the end of the day, I know that I got all my containers in for the day and I have, met my needs. So that is how I do a meal prep. I get these containers. There's all different kinds. This one's a 2-section container. I also have a bunch of the 3-section containers, and I buy them off of Amazon. They're really, really cheap, and if I feel like throwing them away, it's not a big deal to buy more. And this way I can have all of my meals in the fridge, ready to go, and I don't have to think about it. I just grab my meal, take it to work, and at lunchtime or snack time, I just open it up. And it's quick, easy, prepared, and I'm not reaching for a candy bar or something simple that is not healthy because that's my biggest downfall is if I'm hungry, I want something that I can just grab and eat. I don't want to have to cook something. So that was always my biggest downfall because I would just grab whatever was available instead of taking the time to actually cook something healthy. Another thing I do to save time, because again, I'm a crazy busy mama, is when I get my superfoods and my mommy juice, when I buy them in the single serve portions so that if I'm running late for work, all I've got to do is grab one of these and in my shaker cup, and when I'm sitting at my desk in the morning, I can just pour it in, shake it up, and there's my breakfast. And again, it's a great alternative to stop me from reaching for a candy bar or the donuts in the break room or something like that. So I guess that's it. I wish that I could actually be doing my meal prep while I'm here tonight, but let me know below if you have any questions. We would love to help you out. And there are a ton of really good recipes if you go into the documents in here and go to the sample meal plan, I think it is. The files, and then it's the sample meal plan. There's all kinds of really good vegetable-based recipes and just healthier alternative recipes. So if you're having trouble trying to come up with your meals for the week, just pop into that page, and you can get some ideas for some really great recipes. Also, the main gist of this meal plan is that you actually want to nourish your body. So you're getting, all of your food groups. You're not skipping on the carbs. You're maybe not eating as many carbs as you're used to, but you're eating as many carbs as your body needs. So you're eating your vegetables, you're eating your fruit, you're eating your protein, you're eating your carbs, and you're eating your fats and your oils, and you're not neglecting any of those food groups that your body needs. So here's one of my, I'll just give you an idea of one of my meals, one of my daily meals. So let's go with Wednesday. For Wednesday, I'm going to have oatmeal and raspberries with Greek yogurt for breakfast. So I've got a carb, a fruit, and a protein. And then for my snack, I've got my superfoods, which is another protein. And then for lunch, I've got roasted chicken, which is protein, with roasted veggies and rice. So that's a vegetable and a carb. And then when it comes snack time, I have a banana with some peanut butter, so I've got some healthy fats. I've got some nut butter, so it's a teaspoon. And I've got my fruit. And then for dinner, I'll have zoodles in place of noodles. So I've got another serving of vegetables. And I have ground chicken, which is a nice lean protein. And I've got some tomato sauce in there, so a little bit more veggie. And some mozzarella cheese sprinkled on top. So I've still got some healthy fats in there that makes my food delicious. But it also is another food group. And then for dinner and for my snack, I'm just going to have a granola bar, probably a Beach Bar. But it's basically a carb, but it's a great nighttime snack because I didn't have enough carbs for the day. So I'm just throwing in my carb for my snack, and I've rounded out my day and checked off all my boxes. So that's an example of what I would eat in a day. It's actually a lot of food. When I got started, I was super nervous that it was going to be really restrictive and I was going to be starving all the time. And actually, I have found that a lot of days I have a hard time getting all my containers in. So, and that's even before I got pregnant. So that's even on the bracket down from the one I'm on right now. But that's it. Again, ask us below if you have any questions. We're here to help you all week, so do not hesitate to ask. And that's all. I hope everybody has a great night.